Swadika, good morning and welcome to Newsline. The program comes to you live on NBT, Radio Thailand, FM 88 and also on NBT World. It's Tuesday's edition, May the 12th of 2015. My name is Cholapansa Navrula. In today's Thailand Moves Forward, the economic advisor to Japan's Prime Minister has paid a visit to Prime Minister General Prayut Chan-o-cha to discuss the progress of the two countries' cooperation in constructing the Bangkok-Chiang Mai high-speed rail line. Mr. Hiroto Izumi confirmed Japan's commitment to the project and shared his insights in the utilization of Japan's technological expertise in developing the project. General Prayut expressed his appreciation of Japan's interest in Thailand's infrastructure developments and extended his gratitude to Japanese Prime Minister Shinzo Abe and the Japan International Cooperation Agency or JICA for the swift progress of the project. In addition, Mr. Izumi revealed Japan's plans to send delegates to observe Thailand's agricultural operation. That's the operation in the hope of enhancing agricultural trade between the two countries. Meanwhile, Japan has agreed to enter a trilateral cooperation with Thailand and Myanmar in developing the Dawai Special Economic Zone. The three nations are scheduled to sign an agreement this July, and Prime Minister General Prayut Chan-o-cha will attend the official signing ceremony by himself. According to the Deputy Prime Minister, Mom Ratchawong Pridiyathorn Tewakul, he announced the cooperation after Special Advisor to the Japanese Prime Minister Hiroto Izumi paid a courtesy call on Prime Minister Prayut. Mom Ratchawong Pridiyathorn said the investment cooperation would be conducted in stages, beginning from the construction of public utilities and infrastructure on a 27-rai plot of land and roads linking Dawai to Ban Phut Nam Ron in the Thai province of Kanchanaburi. Then, the Special Economic Zone development will move to mega projects such as power plants and small seaports. The Japanese representative also expressed Japan's interest in two of Thailand's high-speed train projects, namely the Lam Chabang Bangkok Kanchanaburi Phut Nam Ron project, which is designed for goods and passenger transport, and the Bangkok Chiang Mai high-speed train project. The Prime Minister is confident that a focus on innovation as the country's main agenda will help bring about national security. Science Minister Dr. Piche Durongkawerod held a news briefing on the country's innovation system development that was chaired by the Prime Minister. The Science Minister said that Prime Minister Prayut Chan-o-cha has affirmed the committee that innovation is to be a national agenda as it will lead to security, prosperity and sustainability of Thailand. According to the Science Minister, General Prayut explained that such a goal can be achieved when the country makes use of science and technology, as well as innovation, to elevate the competitiveness of the private sector while focusing on the development of the economy. At the meeting, the Prime Minister also approved the measure to promote Thailand as the regional hub for electric car production and the preparation of the country's list on non-research-based innovations which can be utilized for commercial purposes. The government's campaign to collect donations to help earthquake-ravaged Nepal has continued, while more help will be flown to victims of the deadly disaster. Minister to the Prime Minister's office, Mom Luang Panadda Disakul, received more donations from representatives of the private sector, which will be dispatched to help victims of Nepal's massive earthquake. Mom Luang Panadda also held a meeting with private and public agencies who have initiated respective campaigns to collect donations for Nepal. For the government's campaign, more than 160 million baht worth of donations has so far been recorded. The Minister to the Prime Minister's office said that everything the government has received will be divided into 4 parts, with 3 of them to be sent through the United Nations and the remaining part to be flown directly to Nepal. Meanwhile, the Health Ministry reported that while international medical teams have started to withdraw from disaster-hit Nepal, Thai medical personnel will continue running 2 field hospitals while the country is still in the rehabilitation stage. Government spokesperson Yongyut Mayalap has affirmed that Thai rice is still competitive in the world market despite the rising price, while saying the government will seek more chances to forge rice trade agreements with foreign partners. In response to the private sector's concerns over the rising price of Thai rice, Mr. Yongyut insisted that the Prime Minister is not being complacent and has instructed the Ministry of Commerce to look into the issue. He said it has been reported by the Foreign Trade Department that the increasing output from major competitors like Vietnam and India has caused their prices to be lower than that of Thai grains. Moreover, Thailand's shortfall in production due to drought and the baht appreciation have also driven the price up. Mr. Yongyut noted nonetheless that high-quality rice is still in high demand and Thai farmers should use this opportunity to upgrade their production and grain quality in order to fetch higher prices. The spokesman also said the Premier has persuaded foreign leaders to purchase Thai rice on many occasions and will continue to do so, while Commerce Minister General Chatchai Sarikalaya has been leading rice exporters on overseas trips to organize marketing campaigns and sales activities. As the Thailand Rice Convention 2015 is scheduled to take place from May 19 till the 21st, Mr. Yongyut expects the event to serve as another important stage for entrepreneurs to showcase Thai rice and its high quality to participating traders from around the world. Meanwhile, the Thai Chamber of Commerce Council Chairman Chukiat Opatbong has projected that the kingdom will be able to export only 8.5 million tons of rice this year. That is a sharp drop from last year's 11 million tons. He said India may become Thailand's next rival in rice exports as the nation starts taking an increased share of the African market. He said several nations have already implemented price-slashing schemes to boost rice exports, especially India, leading to fierce competition. Indian rice in particular is $40 per ton cheaper than that of Thailand's. Thailand exported 2.6 million tons of rice during the first 4 months of this year, he said, adding India's figure was 2.5 million tons in the same period. He said the stronger baht may be contributing to the high rice price. Thailand's rice is being priced at $385 per ton, he indicated, pointing out Vietnam's product is being sold at $355 to $360 a ton, and India is at $360 per ton. On economic growth, the government of Thailand has forecast that the nation's economy is likely to grow by 3.7% this year, as growth of the country's household debt has slowed down. According to the spokesperson for the Prime Minister's office, Dr. Yongyut Mayalap, Thailand's household debt is currently at 87% of the GDP. The growth of household debt has been slower since mid-2014. It is increasing at the rate of 5% at present compared to 18% in 2012. The spokesperson said this indicated that more people have earned more money through various government economic stimulus programs, allowing them to pay their debts. He added that accumulated household debt was due in part to the first car policy in 2013 and also the widespread floods in 2011. The Ministry of Finance, the Bank of Thailand, and the Office of the National Economic and Social Development Board will continue to keep an eye on household debt. Dr. Yongyut believes that household debt will gradually become lower as a result of various economic stimulus programs. As the Election Commission of Thailand has announced its readiness to use electronic voting machine instead of the old-style paper ballots, the e-voting system has become the talk of the town once again. Kun Suchani Rungmuenporn has the report.
In the wake of Thailand's reform, general elections are of the highest expectation of the Thai people. While the government claimed the election would come right after the new constitution drafting process is completed, Thailand now goes through many changes. New laws, regulations, and measures are brought up for discussion every week. The new method of election is one of them. Some say the electronic voting system would be useful for Thailand, not only for the election, but any kinds of public hearing that might be conducted in this phase of reform. While the Election Commission of Thailand is now preparing the electronic voting machine, which might be used immediately in some areas when the law on this issue comes into force. This would at least economize on the election budget and prevent the annulation of the election, like what happened on February the 2nd last year, which caused 3,000 million baht damage to the country. Another method is suggested is remote electronic voting, when the voters do not have to attend the polling station.
The e-voting system should be on the conceptual one, anywhere. It means every people can voting. Second is anytime. It means we can use the technology such as internet or mobile device. You can do the transaction through the convenience store, government banking, private banking, post office, everywhere who have the internet access.
So all of the above methods seem to be very convenient. People's acceptance, awareness, and confidence in the election must come first. But most importantly, how can the government create such public confidence? Sushani Rungmanporn reporting.
From e-voting to energy reform, the National Reform Council has discussed the principles of energy reform of sustainable energy consumption. Chairman of the NRC Energy Reform Committee, Thong Chat Hongladarom, revealed that since 1981, Thailand has been dependent on meeting its energy demands by importing from foreign countries such as Myanmar. In addition, the country's downtrend in domestic energy production, despite increasing demands, has caused the country's energy budget to inflate by 50%. This is due mainly to the government's top-down approach to national energy policies of controlling prices and state enterprises, depriving the country of free market solutions. Therefore, energy reform must give freedom to the private sector in order to foster a competitive free market. Mr. Thongchat therefore proposed that price fixing by the government should be revoked, state control over energy sales and distributions should be deregulated, and restrictions on oil imports should be eased. Furthermore, the government should encourage public participation in the management of state enterprises, expand petroleum discovery projects, and prevent political interference in various projects. He also proposed that the government enact policies that support the country's expansion in biofuel production and research in renewable energy sources. Finally, a legislation on renewable energy should be passed with the principles of cultivating self-sufficiency in energy production, managerial transparency, accountability, and environmental conservation. The Thai Army commander has encouraged politicians not to organize any movement at this time. Army Chief General Udomdet Sitabut said politicians who wish to organize a public gathering must seek approval from the National Council for Peace and Order. According to the general, it would not be wise for politicians to stage any movements, as people in general seem content with the current situation. Those who are opposed to the administration or have any recommendations should voice their opinions via the Damrong Tham centers located nationwide. Organizers of the Money Expo 2015 have revealed that an income of up to 90 billion baht was generated during the event, while most visitors were interested in home loan products. Speaking at the annual Money Expo held during May 7 up until the 10th at Impact Muang Thong Thani, Mr. Santi Wiriya Rangsarit, chairman of the organizing committee, said the event was considered a great success. He elaborated that more than 107,000 people signed up for financial and investment services offered by various institutions at the expo, creating a cash flow of about 90 billion baht. Home loans attracted the highest number of customers, with the total value amounting to 65.7 billion baht, followed by SME loans at 16 billion baht. Other popular products included high-interest saving accounts, premium savings certificates, and insurance. Also available at Money Expo this year were the 500,000 banknotes in commemoration of the 50th anniversary of the royal wedding of Their Majesties the King and Queen. Offered in pairs at the price of 1 million baht each, the limited edition banknotes generated 41 million baht in total. And that's it for Thailand Moves Forward. We'll now have a look at the exchange rates and also some of the commodity figures. After that, Newsline will take a short break and we'll return with international news. Stay right here with us on Newsline.
To maintain a strong nation, Thailand is promoting 12 core values for the good of the people. The fifth core value: maintaining preservation of Thai traditions and cultures.
How could you do that to me? Stop it!
Huh?
Don't you get it? I don't need you anymore. Enough! We're through. There's someone else in my life.
Say no to the past. Bring your own bag. Say no to plastic.
Nepal has recently been hit by a massive 7.8 magnitude earthquake. The disaster has caused great damage to the country. Thousands of people lost their lives. Thousands of people lost their family. Thousands of people lost their homes. Millions of people are still in dire need of support. You can lend a helping hand by donating to these accounts.
We have received many calls offering help in kind, means trying to send goods, and they are asking how we can help. We are really humbled by the offer of the government and the people of Thailand for our people in Nepal, and we highly appreciate it.
NBT World, a 24-hour English language television service operated by the National News Bureau of Thailand, or NNT, is designed to bring the most reliable information about Thailand to the international community. NBT World is available on various platforms, including via C-band set-top boxes, GMMZ Channel 202, PSI Channel 272, and a live stream on thainews.prd.go.th/newsing. You can also follow us on facebook.com/NNT News or download the PRD News EN application on your smartphones. NBT World, a vision of Thailand.
Welcome back. We're watching Newsline. 8 Thai students have received awards from the Asian Physics Olympiad competition in China, according to the IPST president. According to the president of the Institute for Promotion of Teaching Science and Technology, Kun Pornpan Vaitiyangkul, Thai students have been awarded 2 gold medals, 3 silver medals, and 1 bronze, as well as 2 honorary awards from the 2015 Asian Physics Olympiad held in Hangzhou, China. The gold medalists are 2 students from Triem Udom Siksa Pathanakarn School and Mahidol Wityanusaran School. The silver medalists are 3 students from Yothin Burana, Triem Udom Siksa and Mahidol Wityanusaran schools. The bronze medalists are a student from Triem Udom Siksa School and 2 more students from Mahidol Wityanusaran, also receiving the honorary awards. The Thai competitors have been mentored by professors from Mahidol University, King Mongkut's University of Technology, Thonburi, the IPST, and the Armed Forces Academy's preparatory school, that is. Congratulations to the Thai students. In other news, newly elected Conservative members of Parliament gathered outside the Houses of Parliament for a photo opportunity with party leader Prime Minister David Cameron on Monday, after the party secured an effective parliamentary majority from Thursday's national election. Blending the promise of the good life fueled by a strong economic recovery with fear of resurgent Scottish separatists calling the shots in the country they want to break up, Cameron steamrolled the opposition Labour Party and won his party's first outright majority in 23 years. Before it became clear he had won, some in his centre-right Conservative Party feared he had run a dull campaign and failed to shift apparently tight opinion polls. Others in the party, famous for ruthlessly junking predecessors such as triple election winner Margaret Thatcher, thought his days were numbered, even if he won, because he was unlikely to win big. The China-Russia joint naval drill kicked off on Monday in the Russian port city of Novorossiysk, marking the beginning of a series of exercises for the two navies in the Mediterranean Sea. The drill's chief directors from both sides gathered with the personnel of the Joint Command at the dock for a ceremony that launched the Joint Sea 2015, the fourth of joint China-Russia sea drills since 2012. 3 Chinese surface ships and 6 Russian ships will be involved in the exercises in the Mediterranean Sea, according to Du Jingchen, Deputy Commander of the Chinese Navy and also Chinese Director of the joint drill. The exercises will focus on maritime defense, replenishment, escorting and the use of weapons, aiming to hone security capabilities of both sides. The troops will leave the port and head for the exercise area after the opening ceremony and start the drill after arriving at the set water zones, according to Du. The drill will run through May 21st. Thousands of eager participants dived headfirst into the mud on the last of 3 days of the annual Mud Day obstacle course outside Paris. The Mud Day Challenge consists of a 13-kilometer course in a military camp west of Paris. The course contains 20 combat-inspired obstacles, including crawling through mud, sliding down a water slide into a pool of muddy water, and rope climbing above a pool of ice-cold water. Participants braved the challenge alone or in groups of 4 and finished with mud and smiles on their faces. Many said that despite the physical difficulty of the course, the atmosphere made the experience memorable. A black bear with 3 cubs chased a group of picture-taking tourists on a bridge in Yellowstone National Park last week. Let's have a look at the pictures. A video of the encounter was posted on the Montana Fish, Wildlife and Parks YouTube page on Friday, May 8th. Shot by Montana Fish, Wildlife and Parks Winston Greeley, the video shows the bear bounding along the bridge with the cubs, keeping up as tourists try to keep a safe distance. A man can be heard yelling, "Go, go," while some people on the bridge kept taking pictures even as the bear veered in their direction. And that's it for today's edition of Newsline. Thank you very much for joining us. If you do have any suggestions or comments to make, you know where to reach us. The email address is newsline.nbt@gmail.com. Today we end by taking you to Chiang Mai Zoo that recently welcomed a red kangaroo as a new member of the family. I'm Chalapan Sanarula. See you next time. Sawasdee ka.